What's up, guys? It's your girl Matt Cox, and I am coming to you from the International Quilt Festival Long Beach. I just did my super quick walkthrough, and I'm going to give you guys some highlights of the show. If you want to see the full show, I've already got that video posted, and I'm going to go on ahead and link it right here. And so I will catch you guys on the next one. All right, bye-bye. int'l specialty threads booth. These are the specialty threads that I use. They are my thing. Uh-oh. We have an alert happening here. So the newest thing that we have is what they call the D-twist. So let's check out D-twist. Can you guys see that? Look at all the texture and the variation that you have in these twisted threads. And for a sample, the one on the right is the D-twist. So if you're running this through your embroidery machine, look at that. And then the one on the left is just your regular poly. Can you see that? Here for it, love it. Now, my favorite, and something that I've really noticed here at the show, is all of the metallic use of thread. And this is my favorite because it doesn't break. It's only one strand that goes through that's metallic, and it still gives you such good metallic texture and color. I'm obsessed with this guy. I'm gonna buy a couple more of these today. And then you guys know, for all my 12 weight needs, I do the spaghetti. Spaghetti, is it down here? Uh-huh. These are all my 12 weight needs here. And then they have their confetti with the variegated colors down there at the bottom. Again, if you guys can get your hands on some Wonderfill, I just don't believe that you're going to be disappointed. Oh, let me show you guys about this neon over here too. This neon fabulous, or fabulux. Super great neon threads. I really enjoy these too. And here is a sample of the orange. Look at how gorgeous that is. And then we have our pearl cottons. They just have thread upon thread upon thread. But for all my specialty needs, right now it's Wonderfill. All right, guys, I will catch you guys on the next one. All right, guys, now I'm at the Innova booth. We are here with, you guys get that Orchard Owl quilts, and they are in Las Vegas. Now, you guys know that I have done all the research, all the things. I am all about long arms right now, and I'm telling you guys, this is the best in my opinion.
Well, this is my daughter Margaret.
And I'm not the only one who feels that way. I have an engineer friend who is a quilter, and you guys know he is gonna grab the best. And here it is in action. Look at that hopping foot hop all over that fabric, guys. So if you guys are in the market for a long arm machine, I suggest you guys check out Innova. In my opinion, top of the line, check them out. Hey guys, I'm at Summit Wood Products. If you guys ever see me using my beautiful seam ripper, which I don't always pull out, I don't know why not. It's because it's so pretty, but I do have it displayed. You can get crochet hooks here, beautiful pins, and we have an online presence. So just because you're not here, I don't want to hear any excuses. My favorite is the stiletto and seam ripper combo. I have those at home too. You guys have seen them. Aren't they pretty? We want all the pretty things. All right. Summit Wood Products. Check them out. All right, guys, I'm at Kai Scissors. There's a woman who just ran by and was like, these are the best scissors on the market. And she is not wrong.
A lot of people,
they're not super duper heavy. They feel good. They're super duper sharp. And I'm here for them. I really enjoy them. Let's look at them, the other ones over here. Look at these. Here are the rotary. People swear by this. They say it's super ergonomic. And people love that design. And then we have more scissors here. I have these two, the $21.99, the $19.99. Then I have the $79 ones here.
This is where you were.
And they're worth every penny, guys. Every penny. And I think I have this, the model 7172. When you have Kai scissors, you really don't need any other scissors. You really don't. I know there are other ones on the market that you can give from Joann's and use a coupon, but these just feel better. Guys, I am at the Oliso booth. I know you guys always talk about this iron. Look at it. Did you guys see what just happened? People always say, what's that iron that lifts up by itself? Well, this is it. People swear by this iron. They love, love, love it.
Look at how long my power.
Oh, look at the cord. Oh, you can walk to your, oh, you can handle the actual quilt. Okay. That's a super long cord.
Yes, ma'am.
I had no idea about that. And this is a steam iron, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we've got steam.
You're not having to do this all day.
Okay.
Because I can press. And then I move it over here.
Could you guys imagine not having to lean it up?
Exactly. No more burning yourself.
Wow.
This is unsafe.
Oh,
This is a lot safer.
that is, I'll say.
30-minute auto cutoff. So even if you forget your work, you go to the door and your work is protected.
Okay. Oh, that's a trip. I never thought about that. How many people have left their iron on the fabric?
Exactly.
Nice.
Little detailer tip. So if this is like a pleat or a pocket cuff, I can get get 2 inches behind it.
Oh, you can get 2 inches behind. Now that is interesting. You know, this iron does have quite a few features. Stuff I never would have thought of. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And when you want to add water, most time you have to add water on the top.
Yep.
We said, you know what, that's crazy. Let's add the water from the side.
Okay. Look at that.
All pivot. So your cord's your friend. It's going to move and wiggle with you.
Oh boy. And then you guys have this little guy here too, yeah?
Yes, indeed. So don't let the small size fool you. This gets as hot as the big one.
Okay.
1,000 watts of power. Comes with our Soulmate, which is great. So when you're done, you can wrap your cord around, hang it on a pegboard.
Oh, okay. All
Or
right.
store it in the drawer. When
I
you're using
believe I have that little guy. Oh.
you rest it right on top. If you want to do some steaming, add water here. Drive it like a computer mouse. And if I want steam, I'll just push here. Or if I'm using it with my left hand, I'll push there.
Nice.
And then when I'm all done, and then look at how super detailed and pointed this is. That means if I'm doing English paper, working on tight seams, I've got my my sewing station, and I put a little pressing pad. I can work in really, really tight areas. If I'm traveling overseas, I can flip it to 240 volt.
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm good to go.
Does the big one have that pop? Does that too? Does the
This
big one
one?
have the volt switch?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so this is a feature to the little guy.
Which is great for traveling.
Traveling.
And,
Your
and
travel
running
iron.
a shop. Exactly.
Wow.
We call it a traveling project iron.
It sure is. Can I see the bottom of that? Can I see the sole?
Absolutely. So this is a ceramic sole plate
Okay.
with diamond crusting, so it's super, super hard and yet easy to clean. Think of it as like your non-stick kitchen. And then we took that same technology. It's off. We took that same technology and applied it to the big iron.
Oh, nice. Diamond ceramic. Well, we like diamonds. Now, what's the difference between the colors here? Any difference?
No difference. We just have it in 4 colors.
Oh, nice. No difference. 4 colors. Oliso. Perfect. Guys, I'm at Caterpillar. You guys have seen me using my little baby Caterpillar. I need the big one, but guess what? They have a new product, so we're going to check it out right now. Go for it.
Hi, Jack at Caterpillar. We have a bunch of new products here. I'll start with, we call this the quilting clamp. This is made for people who may want to try something different in their cutting than what I call the spider, or using the arm, or maybe putting a weight on the end of here, which I see everybody doing. So we looked at some of the others out here. Yeah, and this works fine, but it does take a lot of real estate, and I don't like the way it puts my arm in an awkward position. So we made our own. So this is very ergonomic because my hand comes in at that natural angle and I lock it down. Now it'll hold 50 pounds of resistance. So when I come to cut,
you can just get these gross, and they come off really nice and clean.
So now, instead of
So it's just
trying
a
to
nice
hold with my
mixing
fingers,
of
and now I'm holding it all tricep.
Scrapbookers, you know,
So
they glue and
even
glitter
people
and
who
stamp and ink.
feel uncomfortable about cutting,
But
because you're
quilters,
holding with
you're
your
just
strongest muscles on
ironing,
your arm,
not getting
and it's just
fusing on your
super
ironing board,
easy
not getting your
to
ironing
cut.
board out.
You can see I'm
It
not
takes
even
up a
trying
lot
here,
less
and I'm
space.
cutting
So
Nice.
really easy. And now here's the icing on the cake.
Oh,
It
now I
has the
can
light.
see.
So it shows those hatch marks that you want to see. It shows your cutting line, and the shadows disappear here. It charges with a USB. So I'm at 2 right now, so when I get down to 1, it's time for a recharge, about 8 hours on one charge. And this is a game changer. So it gets your fingers out of the way here, because you're safely up here, and it has the light, and it works on any size ruler too.
So you want the one with the battery.
Should I tell you about the boards?
Yep, tell me about the boards.
So we also, this is our main product. We make these light boards. We call them boards because they're sort of the modernized version
So you're paying
of
$40
the
for
light
that
box.
battery.
But we
Okay.
made them super thin. They're only 2 pounds. This one's cordless, the only cordless model on the market.
I had that one. Woo, woo.
And there's 3 levels of light. But we thought this is a great space, and it's certainly great for doing your transfers and your tracing, but we wanted to make it more useful. So we actually developed one of the first
So with the discount and touch your app.
mats that is
Okay, Matt.
actually translucent. We also did this, you can't really see this, but it's a UV texture to keep, because otherwise the mat would just slip all over. But now you put the mat on here, it sticks, and you can do cutting to your heart's content. Fussy cutting, cutting out applique. It's especially great for doing like paper piecing, because it'll shine through the fabric. As you pin and cut, you have a reference point, foundation, anything like that. And there's no shadows. You can see the shadows disappear
Okay, 181,
as my hand
89.
comes across here. From there, we thought, well, let's
So you got
swap
this
out
guy
the glass
with the
mat,
battery.
the cutting mat for a
This
glass mat. Now,
with it.
with the glass mat,
And
because
then
this
you
is
got
the
the
same
glass
glass you use on
that right?
stovetops. It's tempered glass.
Oh, one of those.
You can actually
Actually, I'll throw
fuse
one of those for
your applique right on here, and it won't hurt it.
nice.
And,
You can turn your edges.
Do you want to take it with you right now, or do you want us to hang on to it? while
And
you talk?
once you start turning your edges between glass and metal, you get these. Now this isn't on. My wife doesn't let me turn it on, but you get these beautifully crisp edges. And it's also a mixed media mat for any paper crafters who want to do Mod Podge or glue or paint or ink. It's impervious to any of that there. We also have
And then you're doing
totes
a card
for everything.
Okay.
Ooh, we got totes.
It's all padded nylon, reinforced corners, metal hardware, tons of pockets, straps
You're
galore.
ready to go.
And then
I'll
we
put
have-
this all together for you, and we'll be here till 5.
It's one of the first cordless sewing lights out there. It lasts for about 8 to 12 hours. It has low, medium, and high, and this flexible tip that pushes that light wherever you want it, and it connects on this cradle, which is Velcroed on. But when you go, we didn't want to Velcro the whole thing, so it just pops out, and it works the same way. It has the same LEDs to tell you how much.
Oh, how much
there, so.
power. Oh, I love that.
Caterpillar.com. Thank you so much for your attention.
All right, guys, Caterpillar. So I want the light, I want the big light box, I want the holder, I want the whole shebang. We'll talk. Guys, I'm at the Superior Threads booth, and I love Superior Threads for what? They're monopoly. I love that you can get pre-wound bobbins if your machine will accept it. It's pretty awesome. And they have it here in the smoke and the invisible, and I have just found that they are the best when it comes to monopoly. And here we have some amazing tape. People swear by that. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some of this monopoly, and I'm also gonna get these these little, what do they call them? I call them Spanx for your machine, honestly. But they're those little handy nets that keep them from unraveling. And over there they have some 12 weight. I'm gonna try their 12 weight. You guys know I'm a Wonderful 12 weight girl, but we're gonna try it and see if it likes my machine. Because you really do need to test these things in your machine before you just jump all in. All right.
Have you been here multiple days or just today?
All right, guys, I'm here in Kimono Momo, and we're looking at Sashiko. Let's check out all these patterns. We're gonna go around and see some more and hopefully get somebody to explain it to us a little bit more. But I've been seeing all these super cool designs on jeans, and I want in. So we're gonna try it out on the channel very, very soon and see if we can't get some really cool outfits for QuiltCon. That's the goal. Kimono Momo. Look at these patterns. This would be really cool in some of those 3-yard quilts to just display in some of those big blocks, you know? We've got tons of fat quarters. Look at all these fat quarters. We've got needles, needles, needles galore. Japanese hand sewing needles and pins. And we're gonna see what else we have over on this side. Ooh, cards. I like cards. Look at all this beautiful thread. Yep, we're gonna do it. It's happening. And we've got some sewing notions. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna try to go see if we can't get a quick tutorial. Let's go see. Gone. Okay guys, so now I have moved on to the other side of the booth, and look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Oh my, oh, look at the accents here in this panel. I want to make jeans so bad. I could put that in a quilt though. Look at this. This is an actual panel. Oh, and it wants me to be great. I think it has, oh, okay. I think we follow the lines here. I'm gonna find out more about this, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna talk about it some more. Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
So this is a more of the traditional stitch size.
Okay.
And people, a lot of, especially in America, we equate the navy blue with the white thread as being, quote, traditional. And what it is actually historically, the Sashiko people recycled a lot of thread. Well, white was easy to get, so you could get an unbleached white thread. But if you were not able to get brand new thread and you were repairing something or taking something else apart to redo it, you would take whatever thread came out of that garment and reuse it. So colored thread is not unheard of historically. And modern Sashiko, you see a lot of colored thread. Colored thread is very, very popular. People want their stuff to kind of pop and look more interesting. This piece I'm doing here is very modern. It's not a traditional stitch at all. This is they call it a one-stitch Sashiko because you're doing these big stitches. These are gonna be little houses when I'm done with them.
Oh, cute.
I'm not as used to doing these, so this one for me has been a learning process.
Okay.
I'm very much used to this.
How long did this take you to do?
This one took me 1 day.
Wow, so we can do something in 1 day.
Absolutely, it is possible. This has taken me several days because this one is eating thread. So a piece that's got a less complex design, this is a 1 day project.
Okay.
This is fussier. This is a multi-day project, and the cool thing about this is that when you touch it, it has so much going on. You can feel the thread.
Oh, you sure can.
Yeah, there's a lot of texture. This was a 1 day, and the marking lines wash out. This one I did not do myself. So that was a sample. This is the back of one. So again, probably not a 1 day. This one I did on vacation, and I spent several days doing it, and I did it in 4 different colors to give it a little more pop.
So if I wanted to take something like this and put it on another, is there a way to mark it, or are there like stencils, or do you just applique it on? What's the best way to get that
There's
done?
a lot you can do with it.
Okay.
You can, actually I'm teaching a class up in Northern California in about a week or 2 where it's to teach drafting and traditional stitches.
Okay.
I like starting with a 1/4-inch grid.
Okay.
Or you can go metric and do a different size, but 1/4 inch is easy. You can buy them at Walgreens or whatever.
Okay.
You know, you can get a 1/4-inch graph paper somewhere. I use a washable transfer paper. I trace a grid onto the fabric, and that gives me a basis for what is essentially, this is a pre-printed graph.
Okay.
So this one's already done, and this washes out. So I don't worry about knocking the dust off of it. This is already gridded.
Okay.
If I'm drafting a grid myself, then it's more likely to come off while I'm handling. So I do small projects
Okay.
when I'm drafting. Like, you can see these quilt blocks that I did. They're all small. They're like what is that? A 5-inch square maybe?
Maybe.
And these are, I did not quilt all the way through the fabric. So quilting, by the rules of quilting, it has to be a 3-layer sandwich. You got your quilt top, your quilt back, and a batting. It's really hard to get fine detail with sashiko because it's a big needle and thick thread.
Okay.
You can't get that detail quilted through. These lines are the only parts that go all the way through.
Okay.
Because I could manage that. These finer detail pieces, I've over quilted with white quilting thread to give it texture.
Wow.
So it feels like it's sashiko all the way through.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, it's like this one's quilted. I haven't quilted this one, so it's a little more shifty.
Okay.
But there are ways to incorporate sashiko into other things.
All right.
When you talk about working with denim, the problem there is the denim is a twill weave.
Okay.
And twill weaves are harder to stitch through. You're more likely to break needles stitching through denim, but it can be done. Denim repair is something I'm going to be doing a class on pretty soon. I just need to get
Another class.
yeah.
Look at these beautiful pre-printed. Look at this.
They're kind of fun to do. I get analysis paralysis trying to decide what colors. And then that just stops me. Sometimes it's great to go with one color and not have to think about it.
These are gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Flying geese.
All right, guys, I'm hanging out at Block Lock. Whoop, whoop. You guys know how we feel about Block Lock. We have plenty of videos on our channel about Block Lock.
And here's
But there's something
my
new.
favorite tool.
Okay.
Flying geese. Okay, block locks is all based on having this groove that locks on seams. So we are pushing the seams out. We are throwing our block lock down, and it is going to stop on the seams. Sorry. What's the beauty of this is when I trim this, I am going to have a 1/4 inch on top and not lose my tip when I sew it. I'm going to trim the corners, and there's going to be an exact 45-degree angle on it. I'm not having to look at any lines. I just trim it, and make sure I trim all corners. Look, it set right back in because it's against those seams. And here's my flying geese, and they are all going to fly together nicely.
Oh, nice.
And even itty-bitty ones. The beauty of this too is you know there's a 1/4 inch here because the tool kept you a 1/4 inch from the top. So when you sew this to whatever you're going to sew it to, you know that point's a 1/4 inch. Flying geese ready to fly,
Flying geese.
which make nice sashing.
Okay, so
This
we've got...
particular size is a 1.5 by 3.
All right, guys, check out all the sizes that those flying geese come in. I know you guys are going to be wondering. Oh, M&M in the way. You guys see that? Okay.
Were you the ones that had
All
the
these.
hourglass? No, somebody came over here with an hourglass question.
More half rectangle triangles. We've done that. Pineapple. I believe in Block Lock, guys. I know that there are more than one way to do all the things. However, Block Lock is my jam. So these are all of the half, the flying geese. Look, all the way down to this really big guy.
This is a new one, so it's got plastic.
I didn't even know they did flying geese. I most know them for the half square triangle. Look at that set. Oh, look at these. You guys know. Look at how little this guy is. It's a triangle and a square. Look at the samples. Pineapple blocks. Let's look at this quilt. Let's look at this guy right here. You guys check out the quilting in the geese. It's a crab. So cool. All right, on to the next one. All right, guys, I have finally made it over to the Janome booth. So exciting. And here's my guy. If you guys wonder what I sew on, if you haven't seen my video already, check out my video about why I like the HD9. So I have an HD9 And I haven't done a video yet, guys, but I also have this machine right here. Is this my first machine or my second machine? Actually, this is my secondary machine. I love it. I have gotten to learn it, and it's time for me to do a video on this guy. It's just so much to it. I don't know where to start, what you guys really want to know. Look at that throat space. That's one of the reasons why I purchased this machine. So, Janomi's got the HD9 here and the M7 there. But before you get the M7, check back with me because I've got a surprise coming for you guys on my channel. Something about this guy here. And so I'll let you know. You guys know I'll let you know. Let's go look at the M17 while we can, because the M17 is over there too, so we got to check it out. And did you guys know that the M7 comes in a different colorway? We're going to check that out too. Hold on. Okay, guys, this is the M7, the Quilters Collector Series. Such a cute colorway. Same machine, just a cute little cover-up. I should say overlay, like a super cute overlay. I love my M7. I think you guys should check it out. Okay, now, if I could have two of the same machine for absolutely no reason, because I really don't have a reason for that in my life, this would be the one that I would get. I'm actually tempted to trade in my machine just so I can get this. I want to name it Darth Vader. It is the most beautiful, sexy machine I've ever seen. I love it, love it, love it, and I want it bad. You guys, I want this so bad. Look at it, and it's not super smooth texture. It's that sewing machine texture. It feels super duper industrial, and it's all black. It's aggressive. I feel like when I'm going to go quilt on this guy, like it's gonna happen. Do some aggressive quilting on this. Same machine, just beautiful. I get so jealous when I see people buy this one. Let me know if you guys have the machine in black so I can be jealous. All right, and here is the M17. What? You guys know we have talked about this. I actually have, somebody just bought one recently. They left me a message. You guys, I'm so jealous if you can get this machine. I think this machine does exactly what it says it's gonna do. And I have heard of people getting excellent deals. So yes, I wanna say the MSRP on this guy is like $23, $25, somewhere around in there. But people are getting deals of a lifetime. So don't be discouraged about the price. It is expensive. But if you're in the market for a sewing machine, embroidery machine, this is the one that I would recommend if this is what you're in the market for. All right, we will check back. Oh, look, it's got that regulator on it. You guys know the stitch regulator was the big thing about this machine. This is another machine that does get me excited. I do like it. I can't buy it, but I like it. And this is the Continental M17 if you guys don't know. All right, I will see you guys on the next one.
Makers of the Innova long arm.
Okay guys, I'm at the Innova booth. What? And they have something new. Check this out, AccuStitch. If you have any of these machines, and the HD9 is coming, you guys know how I feel about my HD9. Check this out. So we have a plate. Now tell me about this plate.
We've got a dual sensor plate that installs on your current machine. You just take off the old plate, you attach the new plate, and it plugs into the outlet, and you now have a fully stitch regulated sewing and quilting machine.
Check this out, guys, and this is the pedal.
So the new foot pedal just plugs into the original spot, and it's just an on and off. So you'll just hold it down and you'll move. When you speed up, the motor's gonna speed up, and when you slow your hands down, it's gonna slow down. You no longer have to do two things at once.
Wow.
So I'll just hold it down, and I'm off.
Now our straight stitch machines are total quilting machines.
And because the sensors are underneath, you can throw a ruler foot on there, and you don't have to change any fancy things on here. You just put a ruler foot on, and you've got ruler work.
Nice. Oh my goodness. Now tell me about the back here.
So the back. So your new foot pedal plugs into this motion controller, and this is your stitch length control.
Okay.
So if you want a small stitch, you go all the way that way. If you want a larger basting stitch, you'll just slide this over to the right, and it just plugs into the original foot pedal spot. And you can go back and forth. So if you don't want to do free motion stitch regulation and you just want to go back, raise your feed dogs back up, unplug the new foot pedal, plug your Brother Juki HD9 foot pedal back in, and you don't have to remove any of the plates.
What? What? All right, guys. Check this out. I am impressed. It's something to think about. Now, this sucker retails. Is this a show price or is that normal price?
Normal MSRP is $11.99, so
Okay.
$1,200 on sale today at the show for $9.99.
On sale. If you guys can make your way down here, please do.